So in this video, I want to give you guys the action plan to put all of this stuff into action. It feels a little dark in here. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I guess it's just going to have to be what it is. So action plan. The goal is to saturate your mind with the new identity. So the whole purpose of any of these practices is really to just convince yourself to become, to claim, to identify yourself and cultivate the feeling that you already are that which you want to be. Like Neville said, it's just our refusal to accept it is the only reason we don't see it. Once we accept and identify with what we have on the inside and walk in that faith and believe and just accept it, it manifests. It manifests. It is, because it's just the law, like the law of gravity. Like every time I let this pen out of my hand, it's going to drop. Who you believe you are in consciousness manifests every single time. So what we're doing is we're changing our consciousness, which means who we believe we are, what we are aware of having, the limitations or lack of limitations that we've created in our own mind. So this action plan, the whole goal of it is to get you, me, all of us, to get our mind saturated with the new identity of having this money in our lives. And I recommend that we do this 5 times a day and all day long. Okay. So the morning time is super important and the evening time is super important. It's all important, but I'm going to start with the morning time. Now, your morning routine is important because the moment you wake up, you are still in those low brainwave lengths where your subconscious mind is more open and highly impressionable. So when you wake up, don't identify with the new story. First thing in the morning, when you wake up and you get out of bed and you go to use the bathroom, read your story. There in this workbook, I have a slot where you write down your story. You write out your new story. There's a self-concept and there is your new money story. Write out your story. Read it first thing in the morning. Because your subconscious mind is wide open. So you need to start identifying with your new story first thing, whether you feel like it or not. I don't care if you don't feel like it. I don't care if you're tired that just means your body and your mind are stuck in the rut of the old being. Remember, we're creatures of habit. So you got to create a new habit. And we're doing this for 7 days. Now, consistency is important. You need to persist on your new identity over and over and over and over again until it becomes natural, until it becomes who you are. And even then, you still want to persist and come back to it over and over. Don't let up. Claim it every single day, okay? So, I wrote out your morning routine, my morning routine, what we're doing for 7 days straight. First thing in the morning, we're doing what? We're reading our story in the mirror. I want you to look in your eyes. I want you to look right in your eyes, and I want you to read that story. Read your self-concept and read your new money story in the mirror. Okay? Brush your teeth, wash your face, whatever it is you do. Go downstairs, get yourself a glass of water. Start with water. We don't need to go straight into coffee. I love coffee, but in the beginning, the first thing in the morning, we're focusing on this right here. This is what manifests everything, okay? So, read your story in the morning. Brush your teeth, drink some water. Now, we want to start getting into our mind at this point. So, this is important for your morning routine. You are going to write out 3 things that you are grateful for and the reason why. You're going to read this out loud and you're going to feel the gratitude and appreciation of it now. So often we are always reaching for more, and we are not experiencing the vibration of being thankful and grateful for what we already are and what we have already accomplished. So I'll give you an example. You don't need to write a long list, but every day, just write down 3 things. Write them. Don't just say them out loud. Write them and say them, okay? You want to feel within your heart the gratitude. You want to think about something that's meaningful. So one thing you might do is write down, I am so happy and thankful that I have a wonderful home to live in, that I live in a beautiful neighborhood, that I am safe, that I'm able to provide for my family because it is important to me that I have a safe place to live. Thank you, thank you, thank you that I have a safe, beautiful home in which to live and provide for my family. Okay? Write out 3 things. It might be related to your health. Thank you, thank you, thank you for waking me up for another day, that I have a sound mind, that I have a sound body, and that I'm able to walk, or that I'm able to see, or that my senses work perfectly. Write down 3 things and say it out loud. This starts you in the receptive mode. When you are grateful, when you already have, remember our quote, to those that have, more is given. You give gratitude and appreciation for 3 things every day. Now, this morning routine should only take you 30 minutes or less, all right? That's step 2. So first thing, you wake up, you use the bathroom, brush them teeth, whatever else you're doing in there, do what you gotta do. Read your story out loud, your self-concept and your new money story, so that you identify with it and gets into your subconscious mind. Drink you a nice tall glass of water and get into your mind with gratitude. 3 things, write them down and read them out loud. The next thing you're going to do, you just pick one of these things about your new identity self, all right? It's called meditation or go within. Sit quietly for 15 minutes and review your affirmations in your mind. Oftentimes, a natural visual will appear as you say the words. So, what I mean by that is, if my affirmation is, I am so happy and thankful now that I'm making $30,000 every single month. It feels so great now that my business has taken off and I get new clients every day and I'm making $1,000 every day. When I say those words, I automatically get a visual of sitting in front of the computer, looking at email. So it should be very specific to your script that we did at the beginning of this program. You're scripting it out, and as you script, you're going to have some affirmations, and then you're going to have some general affirmations. You don't need to focus on a lot of affirmations. 3, 4, 5, just a handful of sentences that you are looping in your head over and over and over for 10 to 15 minutes. I love that I have enough money to take care of all my expenses. It feels so good now that I'm making $10,000 a month and all my bills are paid. I love that I have enough money to take care of all my expenses. Say these in your mind and let the natural visual pop up. That's option 1. Option 2 could be to take 10, 15 minutes and visualize the scene of the end result that you are going for. So in this course, remember, I give you a sheet that is on visualization where you write out that I'm sitting in front of the computer, I'm opening up my bank account, I see that the money is deposited, I'm looking at my transactions, I see that every day this amount is deposited, or I'm going into the bank, I'm walking out feeling so good, I'm so glad that I received this unexpected $20,000 out of the blue, I'm so grateful that this $20,000 came to me. And so in your visualization, you might just be getting back in the car and just feeling like, oh yes, I just deposited 20 grand. Wow, I did not, it just came to me out of the thin air. This money just came to me out of the blue. I'm so happy that I'm always receiving large checks. So the second option is visualizing that end scene. And you can say those affirmations in there too. Wow, I'm so thankful. So this is all with your eyes closed and you're doing one or the other for 10, 15 minutes. I say 15 minutes. Sometimes the time goes really quickly. Third option for a meditation or going within is to do a guided meditation. In my playlist, I have linked a guided meditation by a wonderful fellow YouTuber by the name of Brian Scott. And it's a meditation on one of your dreams already being fulfilled. And it starts off very quiet, very slow. He has you think about your mind and then to think about your heart, and then he says that I want you to think of one thing that you would like to have manifested, and he asked you how does it feel now that this is a present fact. The meditation then gets a little lengthy towards the end. I usually just do like the first 20 to 30 minutes of it, because by the time I get through it, I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling it. I am one with it, and I'm set for the day. So those are my 3 options for going within. So it's really simple, your morning routine, but it is critical, and consistency is the key. So whatever time you have normally been getting up, set yourself a timer for 30 minutes prior and get your behind out the bed and make it happen, all right? This is video 1 on action plan. I'll see you on video 2 of action plan.